Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Twin Peaks Season 2, Episode 3. One new episode of Twin Peaks. Fair warning before beginning, I'm feeling pretty tired and exhausted because I spent 2 entire weeks crying. Just to be fully honest and transparent with you, crying each day. I'm really crying each day, being full of fears, doubts, being despair, having no hope, and all of that. I'm not gonna talk about why, during the intro of this video, because I'm pretty sure that between the time that I'm filming and between the time that you're gonna see this video, you're already gonna have posts and videos to explain to you why, what is happening, really dedicated to that, so I'm not gonna ruin the mood for you during this intro before beginning this reaction video, for real. But the fact that I'm like that, I'm into that mood, which is not that great, and also I'm feeling really tired and exhausted, like I'm sleeping so bad and I have to take medications to sleep, which is really not something that you should do, like really, but it's just the only solution that I found to tell to my brain to stop. It's my hypersensitivity, one of the biggest issues with it. The fact that when I'm feeling stressed, when I have a lot of things into my mind and all of that, I can't sleep. Like really just I can't sleep. My brain can't shut up. So really, like the last 3 days I slept 3 hours each night. It's clearly not enough. It's clearly not enough, guys. So that's a fair warning at the beginning of this video to tell you that because I'm feeling that much tired, because my hypersensitivity is really at its 100%, like really I'm at my best right now of the hypersensitivity, I'm gonna be more emotional than usually. For a show like Twin Peaks, I'm not gonna cry. Normally, if I would be like that, watching a new episode of Leland Saga, My Hero Academia, something else, I would be like, I'm gonna cry during this episode, guys, I can make you that promise in advance. Because really, for nothing, I can cry. With a show like Twin Peaks, I think that mood is maybe more like, I'm gonna be mad for no reason. Like really, one little thing which is gonna bother me and I'm gonna be mad. I can insult mothers. I can insult mothers in French. And also, I'm gonna be less diplomat than usually with my thoughts. Normally I'm trying to say it nicely and all of that to, like to try to understand the situation, to try to understand everyone's point of view and all. I'm not gonna try to understand anyone's point of view. Today I'm just gonna go with my point of view and my point of view during the moment. I'm not gonna anticipate any consequence, anything else which can happen in fact into the rest of the show which could explain why that happened and all. No! It's gonna be instant craziness, anger, and that's gonna be all. Okay? I prefer to warn you, like really. It can be that. Yes, I'm doing that. Like again, I'm like that right now. Hypersensitivity at its best, and also really I'm gonna do weird stuff also during this video, like playing with that for no reason, like maybe scratching myself a lot. I can do that a lot when I'm into that type of mood. Doing weird stuff with my hair and all, with my body, like the usual weirdo that you're watching is gonna be even weirder today for this video. That's it, you won't. Okay guys, about Twin Peaks, let's talk about Twin Peaks. I'm still not afraid for Audrey. I don't know if I should be really afraid for her. Like, she just said to Cooper that she saw him with that costume and all, so clearly he's gonna understand, where did I wear that costume? It was at that occasion. Like, he's not wearing that costume each day. So he's gonna understand. And no matter what, at that prostitution house, they just understood, made the connection. You're the girl of the boss. Maybe it's not great to make the girl of the boss, you know, be a prostitute for us. Maybe it should be better, you know, to release her, because right now we kidnapped the girl. So see, I'm not that afraid for Audrey. Maybe I'm not taking in consideration stuff that I should think about. But right now it's not the case. So for that, I'm okay. Like, into my mind, it's already a closed discussion, Audrey. I'm more, not stressed, but like worried for Donna, who wants to talk with a mysterious guy like that, Mr. Smith. Like, what is going on with that situation? Are you really sure, girl, that you want to meet that guy? And maybe all by yourself, maybe all alone? For her personal life, you know, for her love relationship with James, with that triangle that we have with James, Maddie and Donna, it was predictable. Like, really, Maddie is looking like Laura, like for sure James, he would be interested, for sure Maddie, she's gonna be interested. Teenagers, you know, full of hormones, you know, and into the middle of a big adventure, stressful one, like, that's it, they're gonna want to jump on each other. See, that's what I was talking about earlier. The nice way to say that would be, they are teenagers, they are living something rough, they can find each other attractive, so that's logical for them to maybe be interested by each other. No, right there I just said they're gonna jump on each other. Be prepared for things like that during this episode. About Laura case, Bob, for sure I'm gonna suspect Bob, like everyone, like it seems that I should suspect Bob. Renault reacted in front of his drawing, everyone has visions about him. Okay. But that's not a satisfying answer for me. Believe it or not, that's not a satisfying answer for me, because I would want for one of them to be the killer, because I would want to be surprised, to be shocked, and I would want to, after that, you know, try to think about everything which happened again and to see how that character reacted truly to that occasion, talking with Cooper, the subtitles that maybe were put into what that person said. So, okay for Bob. And also you countered my theory about Dr. Jacoby doing it. Okay. Oh, we still have Josie and Catherine missing. Josie apparently alive and far away. I'm not so sure of it, like I want a confirmation of it. Catherine, she's not dead. Like really, she's gonna be the one to survive everything. She's not dead. And if really Shelly survived, Catherine survived. Like they were together. What is going on with that? Leo is still in coma. Renault woke up, but she's a ghost right now. Leo back at Shelly's house. I don't think that it's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon on which you can have these reaction videos earlier, and you can have them with a longer reaction part or the full reaction part. So if you are interested by that, you can support me on my Patreon. Let's go for this episode. Oh, and in full opacity also. I forgot to say about it. Full opacity, sooner, longer, or full reaction part. Let's go for this episode. The later? While she was alive, and right there, the guy put a later
man. This time I mentioned something. I'm not sure, but I believe I was visited by a giant twice.
I'm talking about
And I
that
have two
vision.
clues. The first had to do with Jacques Renault in a body bag. It came true almost immediately. The second was the owls are not what they seem.
For me, it's
About a
what...
man points without chemicals. Visited by a giant.
For me, the house, it's about the log lady testimony. She talked about house, no?
You're wearing a different sweater than yesterday.
Mr. Smith?
I forgot my manners. I'm Harold Smith.
I guess you know who I am.
I didn't imagine you like that at all.
Come in. Would you like some lemonade? I also have some saltines and some apple butter. Or would you like to wash your hands?
I'm curious.
Curious about my relationship with Laura.
Why did you send me that letter?
How did you know her exactly?
But Laura wanted me to get in touch with you if anything ever happened to her.
Why?
She said you'd ask a lot of questions.
How long did you know Laura?
Ever since she began Meals on Wheels, I was her best customer.
Okay.
You don't seem much like a Shelly.
You mean politely, what's the matter with me?
Okay.
I don't like to go outside. Do you have a judgment about that you'd like to express?
Not at all.
Laura said you were very fair-minded. Well, Laura liked to think of me as
A secret friend?
a mystery in her life.
Yeah, that's so many of them.
I used to be a horticulturalist. I raised orchids. That's why it's so warm in here. I wrote to you because I wondered if you'd be kind enough to place one on the grave.
Oh,
Of course.
that's nice. Careful about being too curious.
This is a hybrid. A lady flicker.
It's very beautiful. It's very kind of you, Mr. Smith.
Alright.
Harold, she was very kind to me. Forgive me, but I know so much about you.
Through her?
You're every bit as lovely as Laura said you were.
I'll be back.
I'll be here.
No.
R.E.T. Harry, I believe that these letters and the giant's clues are in some way related to this long-haired man. Mrs. Palmer saw him in a vision. She called this morning to say that Maddie had seen the man twice in the past 2 days. Both times in the vision. I've seen him in my...
On a besoin de voyelles.
And you gave him the beans you were supposed to use to buy a cow.
Yeah.
No, Albert, I gave him my ring.
Makes sense.
Okay. The cocaine you found in James Hurley's gas tank was a match to what we found in Jacques' car and Leo's house. You get the picture? Even got the frame. And he worked with Leo Johnson. The letter B from Ronnick's finger was cut from a copy of the Flesh World. It's a perfect match. We sent a portrait of your long-haired man to every agency from NASA to DEA and came up empty. This cat is in nobody's database. You're looking better today, Coop. Thank you, Albert. Feeling better. The trail of the man who shot you was ice cold, but I hoovered some fibers from the corridor outside your room. I'll be at the lab, gentlemen.
No!
Anything we should be working on?
I need you to stay.
I practice walking without dragging your knuckles on the floor.
The last time I knocked you down, I felt bad about it. The next time's gonna be a real pleasure.
While I will admit to a certain cynicism, the fact is that I'm a big sayer and hatchet man in a fight against violence. Because I choose to live my life in the company of Gandhi and King. My concerns are global.
I love you, Albert.
The foundation of such a method is love.
Yes, it's sarcastic. And yes, it's really way more realistic than all of you.
Albert's
It's a nice
path is a
one.
strange and difficult one.
No! I love Albert.
How's it going, Lucy?
75 words.
Eh?
Oh, wait a minute, 76. Agent Cooper asked me to find as many words as I could that contain the letters B, T, and R.
It's a Scrabble thing.
Date is here.
This is the date that made Andy call in sick.
your date?
There you are.
Hello, Dick.
Ah! And he's named
Lucy,
Dick.
Richard Tremaine, Holmes Department Store. Designer men's wear.
Robot.
Did I have something in mind, William? Not that native people are enough reason to be angry per se.
Let's go to lunch.
Capital.
He didn't just say that.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
They didn't see you with your new hair,
What's on your mind?
did they?
This man? I know him.
For real! He exists.
How do you know him, Leland?
When I was a little boy, my grandfather had a summer home up on Pearl Lakes.
You knew him from there?
Yes. Yes. Now I know that he wasn't a shelter. They were our neighbors but on one side of us. On the other side, there was a vacant lot. Next to that was a White House. That's where he lived. I think it was Robertson. Robert.
RTB.
Whoa, it seems too easy. He's gonna spell his name?
Leland, thank you. That's valuable information.
Clearly, that's cool. That's big information, but the letters?
He used to flick matches at me.
Eh? I'm not sure of the translation.
Say, you want to play with fire, little boy?
Fire?
That's our man.
Apparently, it's too easy. Everything is.
Find about that I don't switch my fork when I eat. So I lift it to my mouth. My left hand.
Eh?
My mother calls it piling.
Actually, it's not always all. It's the European way.
No?
We went out every Thursday night for 3 months. You made promises to me. You said you were going to take me to dinner at the Space Needle in Seattle.
It's not your first date.
I still couldn't help but think that it meant something special. When in fact, the only thing special we did that night was drink 2 bottles of champagne and end up on a display bed in Horn's home furnishings.
Can he be the
I admit,
father of your kid?
Let me make it up to you.
like how, for instance?
For starters, I know I promised you a new dress by 20% employee discount. But make something
Money,
that's all
things,
wood,
that's not
very
what she's
special.
interested by.
Oh yeah? How about a maternity dress? I'm pregnant, Richard.
It's dream. How, what did you do, Lucy?
Friends.
That moron?
Sometimes I think I should just get on my bike and go home.
Oh, she doesn't want for you to leave.
James, running away won't solve anything.
Love, teenagers, triangle.
And that's one of the Meals on Wheels.
Those old books must have been from authorities, huh?
This was a young man. Other than he was bright and charming, intelligent.
You're trying to make him
Like
jealous?
anybody I know.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just sit here and hold hands and try to figure it out.
Okay.
Good, Emery.
She's the daughter of your boss. You kidnapped her and now you're filming her? When she's like that? What?
Then Horn will have to pay to get his bumped up little daughter back. I'll buy the bastard out. Honey, if this doesn't work, you're going to lose a lot more than your child.
We can't handle this alone. Van Horn is dangerous.
You're trying to blackmail him, like.
Now stop whining. You do as I tell you, and we'll have all the help we need.
Oh really? I was really far from imagining something like that. You're insane.
Good, look at her. Bride, you white tiger. Yeah, she won't want to calm down. Just like her daddy did.
You want to make her
Just
an addict?
you're a still read.
Now I'm worried for her, for Audrey.
Now